I grew up in the Blockbuster era, so I was totally excited to check this out. But, in unfortunate news, I'm a little underwhelmed. But we'll break it all down as I get into my review of Season 1 of Blockbuster. What's going on, folks, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the new series Blockbuster, which is coming to Netflix November 3rd. There are 10 episodes, about 30 minutes each, and they're all dropping all on the same day on Netflix. And yeah, I grew up in a Blockbuster era. I probably got my card somewhere around here if I really wanted to do it for like a prop in the video or whatnot. But you know what? I checked this out and I'm a little underwhelmed. One, I love Randall Park. I think right now, his work, especially in Young Rock, has been solid. I've been a fan of his from numerous shows that he's been attached to and movies. So I was overly excited that we was gonna have Blockbuster. It's gonna be starring Randall Park. And then Melissa Fumero, who I thought the two of them, and finding out that they were like ex-lovers, and this show is basically going to be about love, and the first episode makes it very clear that this entire season is going to be about the two of them trying to get back with one another as they playing this game of like, hey, I'm involved, hey, I'm single, oh, hey, I'm dating, hey, I think I like you type of thing. We know that the cat and mouse game. We know, you know what I'm talking about. And the moment you watched the first episode, you knew that's what exactly it was going to be in this season, and certainly I was right. To the point that the Blockbuster aesthetic literally could have been any other show, any other store. It could have been a Target, it could have been a Walmart. I think the thing about Blockbuster, which happened to be like one of the most popular Halloween costumes this year, by the way, I think, yeah, there's that nostalgia to it. There's the idea that, the kind of sort of a mockery in terms of where we're at now in terms of society, the streaming services and everything being digital and whatnot. And this kind of goes back to the old days when you're going to rent your VHSs, your DVDs, and you had to come in here, and the Blockbuster employers was able to kind of navigate you into what you needed to rent for the night. Folks having things checked out for months and forgetting to return it. Obviously having a card, the uniforms, all that sorts of different things. I mean, if you grew up in the Blockbuster era, you know what I'm talking about here. So like, yeah, surely it highlights this, but other than that, it really doesn't serve any purpose. And some of the episodes definitely, it just happens to be that they are just all working at Blockbuster, what happens to be the last one in America. And so Randall Park character Timmy, he's the store manager, and not only does he have the job in keeping this one store open, but he also have to keep everybody employed. So yes, it's a love story drama that's basically located inside of a Blockbuster. And it taps into some nostalgia, but other than that, it literally could have just been any other store. It really could have. It could have been Toys R Us for all I know, and I didn't laugh too much. A lot of the jokes didn't land for me, and that was the thing. I thought as it got deeper into the season, there started to become jokes that I was like, I can get with that. But then there was others that I was just like, huh. And like JB Smoove character Percy, who basically is in this store because his daughter works there, and his best friend happens to be Timmy, and like him and Timmy have this like, let me make this very clear. Percy is like that bad temptation for Timmy. Timmy tries to stay focused and keep his things in order and handle his responsibilities for the job, and Percy comes in and just becomes a complete liability to everything. He's like, hey, frequently like, hey, forget this, let's go party, let's go this and that, and has, really done some kind of shady things towards Timmy. That's really got him in tough spots and bad predicaments, yet he still somehow keeps him close. And Percy stays near the store because his daughter works there, and he's also trying to work on that relationship. And kind of going back to Eliza, who's Melissa's character, Eliza has had a boyfriend, and they're working on trying to get back together, and she kind of puts on the front at times. It's like she has that guy, but they're actually not working really well, and she wants to keep that image, and her and Timmy tries to have this like very platonic relationship and professional relationship, but like it's cat and mouse the entire time. But I did enjoy Melissa in this. I really did. I think from the mannerisms, her jokes, just how good she worked with Randall. I thought you combine to the relationship. But other than that, it wasn't too much kind of going on in this, you know, for 10 episodes, 30 minutes each. I mean, it just never called to me. I am clearly the demo here. I grew up in a Blockbuster. I've never worked at a Blockbuster, always wanted to, but like, yeah, I get some of the running jokes within there, but it just never really landed to me. One thing I will say is that the characters and the different employers there, like I was definitely interested in all of them. I definitely wanted to see more of them. This is season 1, so hopefully by season 2 we can, like, you know, now that we got a sort of a foundation and everybody sort of has an identity, I love to kind of see this expanded more, really letting some of these characters shine, because they definitely was moments of like potential to like letting these actors really blossom and letting these characters really come into fold. But then it felt like it was just shortly capped because the episode was over, and the whole thing with this being really just a 10 episode love drama is fine, but I also wanted to dive harder into the comedy, because that's where I felt like things were lacking. And if we're gonna be, you know, having this sort of backdrop of it being a Blockbuster, then let's also, you know, nod towards a lot of this the situations and the mockery of this era, and vice versa to folks, you know, going back into the day, written VHSs and DVDs and so on. And because at the end of the day, it does try to come full circle on that note, you know, will this last standing Blockbuster, you know, reign superior as DVD was the superior format, but will this Blockbuster be the one to like be everybody's saving graces if something was to happen technological, and now you had to kind of go back to the default way of consuming your media, you know? Like, I get it, it's not too much I want to give on that, but like, sure, there's going to be some technical issues going on here, so that can make people resort back to this Blockbuster and whatnot. But I don't know, it's just nothing really ever connected with me in order to like really understand like the mockery of that. Like, I get it, but it just was just kind of never not really connected me to it. So, you know, a little underwhelmed with this. I really hope by season 2 they dive much more deeper into all of the things, all of the comedy, all of the mockery towards this 5G world, and everybody in their streaming services and whatnot. I hope they go hard into that, and then I hope that they let this cast really stretch their legs and do what they do, because I think Randall is completely hilarious, and I think this was like a shell of himself here for whatever reason. I would love to see more of him, letting JB Smoove really get into it, because JB Smoove just was not working for me, and that's not a common thing for whatever reason. So I don't know. Hey, this could be the 4 to 420, folks. It could just be that, and I'm not one of those people, so it could just be that I'm just missing that connection. I don't know. But anyway, I know a lot of people are going to check this out, because a lot of people and my peers, you know, obviously came up in a Blockbuster era, and I know that seeing a show called Blockbuster is going to definitely make you say, what is that about? And if you are interested, you got to stick through episode 1, because episode 1 really didn't hook me. I think by like 4, maybe 5, I was like, okay, I'll get through this. But other than that, it's kind of like, whatever. Anywho, folks, check out Blockbuster on Netflix November 3rd. 10 episodes, 30 minutes each. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, your excitement, your reserve, whatever it may be. Let me know it all in the comments below. And stay tuned for more reviews very soon.